You are nothing but a pawn in my new narrative.
Did we seriously just step out of a phone?
Wait, there is another way?
I don't have to answer that. What's it like on the other side?
Different. Hard to describe.
Just try. How does it feel? The transition, I mean.
Hans, we have no time for that right now.
Okay, maybe later then.
Listen. I came to you because I see something in you. You are different. Please help me to get home. And help your people by stopping that woman. I don't think she knows of the dangers she's going to unleash. The world is going to collapse. Everything will collapse. Just look, we need to stop her.
But how? She's insane.
We need to come up with a quantum discriminator somehow.
I don't want to be here at all.
Yet here you are. Sorry, I need to take a short rest.
We could go to my room.
That would actually be awesome. If that's cool with you.
Follow me. Okay, I went over your plans, and I think I get the idea. It's pretty mind-boggling, but it could work. We need to improvise here and there. I found some scrap metal to roughly model a frame for the device.
Let's get it started then.
I'm afraid there are a few integral components that need to be swapped in, though.
Okay, what are we looking for?
First, we need a source of energy. A very strong source. Second, a particle accelerator. That's going to be a tough nut to crack. Third, a potent coolant. The whole thing could blow up otherwise. Number 4, last but not least, an interface to control the device. Any kind of peripheral will do.
Okay, how do we begin?
The order doesn't really matter. I'll go to the village. Maybe I can find some substitutes for the missing parts.
Good, just bring them over. I'm sure I can patch them together somehow.
Let's do this.
Thank you, Hans. I'd already be dead if it wasn't for you.
Oh, you. It wasn't that bad.
You are awesome. I just wanted you to know that I'm eternally grateful to have met you. All things considered, dying may not be as bad as I always thought it might be.
Don't you say that.
Even if I don't make it, you need...
I don't even know where to begin.
Don't worry, you know it in now.
Projecting...
Precisely. Then to project...
That the port... A rift in...
Exactly.
This is...
I thought...
Locked. Hi, Lainey. What's cracking?
They are showing the Great Twilight Area Celebration Marathon today. 12 hours of bliss in a row.
They're having the ever-so-riveting town fair outside. Wouldn't you like to go out to the real world once in a while?
The real world is in there, can't you see?
You'll get square eyes from all the tube rays.
I'll think about it. But for now, I need to keep on watching.
I don't want to take this with me. If anywhere, it belongs in the trash. I don't want to take this with me. They're having a blast out there. I wanted to return your fishing rod.
Good! Did you get a bite?
Kind of.
There is a lot going on in this lake, I can tell you, Professor. Just the other day, I caught a red herring this big. So, let me take a look for your pawned item. Ah, there you are. Here's your whistle.
Whistle?
Well, yes, your whistle.
This is not my whistle.
Not your whistle? Of course this is your whistle. Your whistle.
I'm sure I'd recognize this whistle if it were my whistle. I left you something completely different.
Right. What was it then?
My, massage rod.
Your what? I don't have no massage rod in here. As I said, here is your whistle, Mr. Tannhauser.
Thanks.
Mr. Tannhauser? Step right up.
Hello. How do you know my name?
It's a small town. Penelope Hades. My sister and I run the boat rental over at the lake.
So, are there any prizes?
Our first prize is an all-day boat ride on the Trübelanke.
How much for a ticket?
One ticket, 50 pfennigs. But I'm afraid all tickets have been sold.
Bummer.
I'm sorry.
I'll be leaving then. The mere thought of cotton candy makes me shiver. The real thing is just gross. Out of competition.
Patience, just a moment, pal.
Baron,
Mr. Tannhauser, good to see you.
the pleasure is all mine. How is Claus doing?
He's resting. My loyal Claus.
Have you ever heard the name Lazarus Tuft?
Taft? Yes, a real good for nothing. It's not that I don't like strangers, especially if they come as tourists to my beautiful Trümmerburg, but I was suspicious of this. Mr. Taft, right from the beginning. If you ask me, you better not mingle with him.
Oh, I think I already... well... Are you enjoying the festivities?
Yes, take a look around. All these lights, the beautiful music. This is my Trümmerburg, in all its splendor and glory.
I need to...
Until next...
A cone of roasted almonds. 10 pfennigs. I'll have a cone of roasted almonds, please.
A cone of roasted almonds right away. There you are, sir.
Step right up! Step right up! Wanna put your brains to the test?
Is there a prize to be won?
Course. The winner of the night gets a trophy.
Oh, okay. Consider me sold.
Right. That was, not so bad. Just between the two of us. You could use a little dose of vitamins, don't you think? Always remember, a healthy body equals a healthy mind.
A leaden trophy. Like a trophy made out of lead.
Arr, beautiful here, ain't it?
Very. What's a sailorman doing out here in the sticks?
Well, I don't like water that much. I'm just so happy to be here with both of my feet on dry land.
But aren't those stereotypical sailor's clothes you were wearing?
So?
So you have a fear of water?
Aye. Thalassophobia. It all started when I was a little boy, back home, on a sweet summer's day. I was swimming in the lake when my Uncle Ulf suddenly cannonballed in. I will always remember these two massive cheeks rapidly closing in. To be honest, it's still haunting me today. I nearly drowned back then. Later I realized that was the day I developed this terrible, terrible fear of everything deeper than a puddle.
If I may ask, why did you become a sailorman if you're so scared of water?
I asked this myself many times. Well, my mother insisted that it would be best for me to face my fears. So naturally, I became a sailorman.
This is so confusing.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
What happened to your leg?
Well, that happened on my second job at the piano transportation company. I don't really want to go into details, but thanks to the mercy of a rueful instrument manufacturer, I got me this nice new leg. And due to a timely taken disability insurance, I now may enjoy a quite decent invalidity pension. Far away from the stormy sea.
That's a nice story. Or is it a sad story? I can't decide. I think I'm needed elsewhere.
Take care!
Paddleboat rental. Over here, little birdies. Whoops. I must have overfed them.
That's a ticket for the raffle. This must be my lucky day.
Step right up. Every ticket's a winner. No blanks, guaranteed. Our first prize is an all-day boat ride on the Trübelanke.
See? I found a ticket.
Now look at that. You're a lucky fella. Now let's see what fortune has in store for you. Are you ready? This is your prize. A can of cat food. Generously provided by the Trüberbrook Advertisers Association.
Oh my. Thanks, I guess.
Well, enjoy.
I have enough.
I just need a...
I have to insert a coin first.
Nice evening for a walk, isn't it?
Eerie.
There's something in the air. Can you smell it? Spruces.
Spruces, firs, pines. I was always bad at telling conifers apart.
Where spruces prickle, firs just tickle.
Fir? That's Tanne in German. Just like my name. Never thought about it.
Why? What's your name?
Tannhauser.
We'd pronounce it Tannhäuser with an umlaut. German roots?
Yes, my grandpa.
These things on the ground. We call them fir cones. As a matter of fact, though, they're actually spruce cones. Did you know that?
What do you mean, actually?
Well, fir cones come to pieces when they fall off the trees. Spruce cones stay intact. Some things, you have to see them. You're from around these parts?
No, just visiting. Getting accustomed to it, I guess.
Me neither. I come here for the beautiful view.
If I return to the portal empty-handed, no, not an option. Beverly, I have made an astounding discovery. As it turns out, the town's only phone booth leads to some sort of secret passageway. It leads right into the Millennium Cooperative's control center.
Locked.
I noticed a marking on one of the rocks, a hexagon. It's the logo of the Millennium Cooperative. I'm not going to use this thing again.
You can see all over the valley. From this distance,
I've already made the platform. I can.
please ring bell for service. We only serve...
Truda?
So, Prophet.
You could deafen him. You may call off the police.
How come?
I've got my notes back.
But the inspector is already on his way.
Then just call him off in person if he's early.
As you wish.
I would like...
Oh, yes, of course.
Does the name...
Haft. Oh, yes, indeed. Doppelkopf player. If you ask me, he's a sham. Ripped my guests off to the last penny. Shady type. You better not get involved with him.
Oh, I think I already... well... Would you mind...
Come again?
My...
Your what?
Never mind. I'll be...
Make yourself...
There's a brown tube inside. I could use it for the quantum discriminator. The kid will be traumatized for her entire life if I just disassemble her only friend. I don't think I can do this. She's back in... I've already... A dim oil painting showing a couple of withering roses in a vase. Some of the varnish is starting to... How are you holding...
Don't worry.
You don't...
No.
So what do we...
First, second, third.
An empty jar. They're having a... That's the toolbox I've borrowed from Truda. She's back in her parallel universe. Locked.
Every ticket's a winner. No blanks. Guaranteed.
How much?
One ticket, but I'm afraid...
Bummer.
I'm sorry.
The mere thought of... Out of It's a shooting... Baron?
Mr. Tannhauser.
The pleasure is all... I saw you at the raffle, right? Did you win anything?
I won a pair of hiking boots. Take a look at me. How am I supposed to wander anywhere? You, on the other hand, Mr. Tannhauser, you look like the type to be struck by wanderlust once in a while. Oh, auf dem gelben Wagen sitzt ich beim Schwager vorn. Ja, so war das. What about you? Did you have any luck with your ticket?
I won this.
Excuse me, is that cat food by any chance? I am asking on behalf of Claus. He loves cat food. Would you mind making a trade?
What do you have in mind?
You leave this delicious can of cat food to Claus and me, and in return, I give you this new pair of hiking boots, size 13. What do you think?
Sounds like a perfect deal. So let's make it so.
It will be to your benefit.
Smoke?
No thanks. I quit.
The climate makes me feel a lot better, that's for sure.
Arr!
I saw you at the raffle, right? Did you win?
Arr! Just this voucher for a boat trip. Man, I hate water. You?
A pair of hiking boots, but they are too large for me. About the... Did you win?
Arr! Man.
A pair of I think...
Patience, just a moment, pal.
The mere thought of... Out of competition. It's a shooting gallery for kids.
Hey, get lost, you wet blankets!
There's a brown tube inside. I can't open it without the right tool. Lainey's left her... Truda?
Hello, Oh, yes.
Ah. Oh.
Make yourself...
A couple of self-sealing stem bolts. An ectoplasm. That's the toolbox. That's a prototype of the interphasic coils. What's that gooey stuff? What do you mean?
It is the effect one has to bear when staying in another dimension for too long.
Does it hurt?
Yes.
There's something funny about that.
Stop, mister!
Why not?
Right, all right. That was, not so bad. Just between the two of us. You could use a little dose of vitamins, don't you think? Always remember, a healthy body equals a healthy mind. Stop, mister!
Why not?
Right, all right. That was, not so bad. Just between the two of us. You could use a little dose of vitamins, don't you think? Always remember, a healthy body equals a healthy mind.
Let me... Trevor County of... A hiking map. The upper section... Hansen's Ice Cream. Hades. Paddleboat rental. I don't even know where... The next nation's... Locked. I think I have enough. So what are you doing up here, all on your own? Fed up with all the hurly-burly down there?
I just like traveling. Always on the road, hiking and all that.
I saw you down there at the raffle.
Yes, I tried my luck.
Did you win?
Just a snuff box. Such a letdown. I've sworn off the devil's dealings. You?
I'm in possession of a pair of hiking boots.
Would you trade with me by chance? Your hiking boots in exchange for my snuff tobacco.
Fair enough.
Oh, thank you. How nice. And they're a perfect fit, too.
What about the local?
Most of them. I'm actually visiting this place every year. Why?
You know a man called Lazarus Tuft?
Yes, I do. Fascinating man. He absolutely crushed me at Doppelkopf once. No one knows for sure where he came from and what he's doing here. Legend says he bought the old mansion in the woods off of his Doppelkopf millions. He rarely ever visits town. Hardly surprising the way folks keep talking around here. Anyway, let them talk. That's my position.
I've got to...
Okay, thanks again.
You're welcome.
Finally, I can hear...
Farewell. About the raffle, did you win?
Arr, man, you?
I won this.
Is that snuff tobacco? Oh, man, I love snuff tobacco. Would you like to make a deal?
What do you have in mind?
Would you like to have the voucher in exchange? You know, the one for the boat trip on that lovely lake. That's what I got at the raffle tonight.
That's from the local boat rental.
Yes. Do you want it?
Okay, let's make it so.
All right. Deal.
Hey, sweetheart.
Good evening. How much for the swimming animals?
Oh, just pick one. The season is over, and I have a gut feeling dinosaurs will be out of fashion next year anyway. My bet is on...
Dolphins and unicorns.
Maybe, yeah.
I won this voucher in the raffle.
I know.
How can you know?
Yeah, my sister told me. She's hosting the raffle booth tonight.
Who would have thought?
Hey, sweetheart.
Good evening. I'll be...
Hey, sweetheart.
Good evening. I'll be leaving then. It doesn't look all too seaworthy. There's a leak in the bow, and the paddle wheel seems to be missing. Beverly, my image of this innocent place has been tainted. I found a trash dump right in the middle of these woods. probably long established by the locals. The question arises, who would sink so low? Keep out. Packets and groceries delivery. Whistle 2 times, leave delivery on doormat, and exit the area. No advertisements. The perfect spot for a bench.
Gotcha! This is private property, and you're obviously on my turf. This time, boy, you've chosen the wrong neighborhood.
I see no reason for violence.
Didn't you read the sign?
I read and deliberately ignored them.
Very funny. You're one of them. I know. Confess.
One of them? Oh no, not again. Okay, I'll tell you once and for all, I'm not an alien. I don't care what you believe.
A what? An alien? Ha! Now you think you've been clever, don't you?
No, sir. And just in case you want me to take part in any tests, let me tell you.
You government guys are getting more and more annoying.
Wait, government guys?
I already told you guys last time. Not on my watch. Name and rank, soldier. You're with the CIA, BND, HVA, FBI, NSA. Spit it out.
Name's Tannhauser. I'm a quantum physicist on vacation.
Liar! That's ridiculous. You better tell me the truth, or else. Say something!
What's with your squirrel?
That's Drowsy. He's me friend, sleepy fella. Okay, I guess you're right. The quality of your lies doesn't imply a higher intelligence at work. Quite the opposite, in fact. So, what are you doing here anyway? The truth this time, the whole story.
Well, it all began a few weeks ago when I got this notification that said I won a trip to Europe. I was stunned, but Aunt Lottie gave her blessings. A prize like this should not be forfeited, she said. I might even be able to discover some distant relatives. Also that I deserved a break. She only wished for me to return safe and sound. So after a brief visit to Berlin, I began my journey. And that's how I ended up here.
Interesting story. I mean, it's ridiculous, but I'm inclined to believe you. Now, about the part with the Millennium Cooperative. I always had the impression that something wasn't quite right with them.
Well then, bye.
Feel free to visit me anytime. We can go into all the details. Name's Lessing, by the way.
Detailed blueprints for a bunker layout. Odd. A shopping list. Rations, canned meals, tinfoil, magazines. No way. Brass is my kryptonite, and contact allergies are nothing to joke about. Special Agent Hans Tannhauser. I'm with the FBI.
Very funny.
Ever heard the term?
Of course. In theory, the Saturn portal describes a kind of interdimensional opening. A gate to the stars, like a crossroads or a junction in space-time.
That sounds familiar. What do you...
I know they're a bunch of powerful people. A secret society, like the Freemasons or the Illuminati. They are directing from the shadows, globally, playing governments like puppets on strings. They surely built something fishy up there in the mountains. I always knew it.
That sure sounds a lot like science fiction to me.
Well, it's all arcane theoretical physics, blending modern science with occult magic. They are trying to establish a connection to the southern pole of Saturn using Birkeland currents. Birkeland currents, ever heard of that? They flow through the Earth's magnetosphere out into the cosmos, in form of an electric plasma stream, a twisted helix, a conduit right up to Saturn, to free the entities trapped in there. If you look at the northern pole of Saturn, you will recognize that shape, the hexagon.
So why are you...
The government obviously believes that I'm a threat, so they declared me insane and put me in the sanitarium. Back in the days when it used to be a real sanitarium, before the cooperative took over. When things went down the drain, I realized that people like me have no place in a society like this. People like me have to disappear. Go undercover. We have to resist until our day comes.
Crikey.
Of course I have. If you look at the ancient Sumerian and Babylonian writings, you will see a pattern emerge that... Ah! You hear that hum? Stop it! Make it stop! Stop, stop, stop! It's them! They try to slowly drive me insane with their atomic radiation!
I think I've heard enough.
Feel free.
I'd rather not. Self-defense. It's a bass tuba. Detailed blueprints odd. This light bulb is wind power. These fruits are mine to pick up.
Hey, sweetheart.
Good evening. About the paddle boat over there, it doesn't seem particularly seaworthy.
Why? What's wrong with it?
I think it has a leak. The paddle wheel isn't in good condition either, if you ask me.
Oh my. You see, I'm afraid it's the last of its kind. Its friends are already lined up at the dry dock. Do you think you could help me fix it? I can't really leave my post right now.
I'll have a look at it. This should suffice for a paddle wheel. This should fix the leak. It's much too cold to go for a... Ahoy. The woods surrounding Truttlebrook emanate a dreary sense of blandness. I've rarely ever been engulfed in a more terrifying, dreadful environment.
Not to mention there is a green glow spreading through the fenwoods. Interesting. He won't be needing these anymore. They did their job. Or did they? Poor sod. Stuck in the mud. Literally. Let's see if he had anything on him. Only if it helps to clear his identity, of course. An old rusty key. Excuse me, sir. Beverly, I took a paddle boat and ventured forth towards the final frontier of this region, a forlorn swamp of ancient origin. On my way, I came across the mortal shell of a lost wanderer. Whether he was led astray by a wisp or fell victim to this region's mythical beast, the Hook Elf, remains a mystery to be disentangled. I can only hope to be spared of such misfortune.
Good idea, Hans, but that doesn't work at all. Locked. I wonder what that is. Something's glowing green. Oh, I'm not feeling too well. Something's... I can't reach them from here. Mushrooms. Look how they shimmer. Better stick to the... as Grandma used it. Beverly, I now stand right in front of the legendary Trubberbrook specimen. This close, I find it all the less surprising people here have cultivated the myth of a sea monster. No trespassing. Sensational. Signed. Good idea.
Step right up! Step right up! Mister, want to test your strength again?
Why not?
Right, all right. That was, not so bad. Just between the two of us. You could use a little dose of vitamins, don't you think? Always remember, a healthy body equals a healthy mind.
Out of it's a shoot. The mere thought. I don't even know where to begin.
Don't go.
How are you holding up?
Don't worry.
So,
Well, you might darn.
can you
I'm not it tempted and then the real and it isn't
like
exactly.
I think I've. Please.
See, and you distant, to have hands.
You make it.
Let me put you have.
Okay.
Look who we've got here.
I see you're making good use of those.
These boots are made for walking. Thanks again.
My pleasure.
You're looking a bit pale. Here, have one of these.
Vitamin pills?
See, Cloud. All based.
Thanks. I have to be going.
See you later.
Step right up! Step right up! Mister, want to test your strength again?
Why not?
Wow, not too bad. Not too bad at all. I think we have a new champion. Congratulations. Here, this is your prize.
A leaden trophy. Like a trophy made out of lead.
This one's a real beauty.
Thanks.